Hey guys, it's Yvonne and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a third year experience, which I'm really excited but also nervous to film because that means we're going into fourth year next year and that really freaking scares me. So we're not going to talk about that right now and let's just get straight into my third year experience. It is May of 2020 right now and we're just going to do a little throwback to last summer, so August of 2019. That's kind of where everything started. So during the summer last year, I was finally offered back onto residence and I got this room type called the Nano Suite, and it was in this brand new building called Exchange Residence, which I was so excited to live in. And then over the summer they were finding someone to make a video for them, like a move-in video. I stepped up and did that because I love making videos. From there, things went well. I get a call from someone at UBC and they were basically like, would you be interested in doing media coverage? And I don't even know how to tell you my reaction. I was just so shocked and happy. And then once I came back to Vancouver in September, that's when things kind of just started coming right at me. So the first interview I did was with City News TV. That was the first time ever that I've been hooked up to one of those mic things, and I feel like once you're hooked up to that, it's real, it's official. And I just felt so cool doing that. So that was such a fun interview. I was already over the roof happy about that coverage, and then we started getting more calls about doing other ones. So I ended up getting to do more media with CBC News, CTV, UBC News, Vancouver Sun, and then also The Province, which came out as a physical copy, which was freaking crazy for me because that's printed, you guys. I know I sound crazy for being so excited, but it was such a cool time in my life. So that's basically how my third year started, and it was absolutely overwhelming in the best way possible. I was already so overwhelmed with all 5 of these media coverages, and then I got the opportunity to speak at their grand opening ceremony for Exchange Residence. I actually vlogged that day. It's called A Special Day in My Life, and I'll put that up here in case you guys want to check it out. That was such a fun day. I had my name printed on a chair, you guys. That was my seat. They saved my seat. And then moving on into more of the academics of things, I ended up taking 4 courses that semester just because I did that in second year and I really enjoyed the course load. So the 4 courses I took were Creative Writing 308, which was such a fun one. This one was Graphic Forms, and I had the best professor ever. She was so sweet, and you could tell that she genuinely cared about her students. So that just made the class even more fun. There was 25 people, and she made it so we talked to everyone in our class. So it was such a fun class, 10 out of 10. And then the other 3 classes I took were all film study classes, and so I took FIST 331, which is film theory, and that one was a really challenging but exciting course. I definitely learned a lot in there, and insights. It was mind-blowing. Anyways, and then this 336, which is European cinema, and for that one we focused on the French New Wave. So we got to watch a bunch of really interesting films, and they were all in French but English subtitles, so it was kind of an interesting experience to try and pick up on French, even though that never happened. But I mean, it was fun and it was cool getting to watch a movie in a different language. And then FIST 332, which was focused on ecocentrism, so we got to watch movies like Avatar and WALL-E, which is honestly a really fun class as well. So academic wise, I feel I had such a fun time in term 1 because I genuinely really enjoyed all of my classes. And also I really liked my schedule in term 1 because I had a lot of open space during the day for myself, which was really useful because whether that was catching up on readings, because for film studies it's a lot of reading, a lot of reading, and then you also have to watch the movies. And then creative writing, graphic form was a little bit chiller. It was a really good balance in first term and it was so fun, my classes. So yeah, school was really fun. I was really enjoying it. And then on October 23rd 2019, I got to do another takeover for UBC prospective students on their Instagram account, and that was really fun because if you guys followed along from the videos of my previous years, which by the way, I should have mentioned this before, but if you want to go check out my first and second year experience, I'll have them linked below. And so if you watch those, this might make more sense. But basically, I ended up studying interdisciplinary studies as my major, and I focused in on film studies and creative writing. So the easiest way to explain what interdisciplinary studies is studying a major and a minor within a major. that's kind of how you can think about it. So I was studying film studies and creative writing. And so that's what I kind of shined light on during my takeover was interdisciplinary studies, because it's definitely a major that like nobody really knows about. I didn't know about until going into my 3rd year. So I'm happy I got to take it, and yeah, share that with you guys because some of you might be interested in doing that. You have more freedom in choosing what you want to do and what courses you want to take to graduate. That's like, okay, I hope I summed that up. I ended off first term going on a bunch of like little adventures with my friends. So we went to Whistler or like Glow, Vancouver. We did a bunch of like cute things during the winter, which was fun. Skipping on to winter break, I had a really good break because I love family time and being home was just so nice. And it wasn't too cold in Toronto this year, so that was good. And then Anakin also came to visit for the first time, which I was super happy about. So we got to go to like Ripley's and just downtown, caught the New Year's fireworks, which was fun. And yeah, everything was really great. And then second term started. I almost forgot what I was saying. There actually is a lot to say about second term because a lot happened within those couple months as well. So I'm gonna try to make this as chronological as possible. So over the break, Vessi Footwear, which is this company that sells these 100% waterproof shoes that are also vegan, breathable, lightweight. They're great to travel with, and one thing that really got me was just that they're 100% waterproof, especially for like Vancouver weather, especially if you're walking around on campus. It's perfect because you can literally hop in puddles and you're good to go. And yeah, I honestly am gonna use this time to just plug in my code right now. So if you want to go check them out, you can use UBC 15 for 15% off. So in January, they actually did a pop-up shop at UBC Student Nest, which was really fun because I got to meet a bunch of other ambassadors around UBC. If you guys want to try out new shoes, there's that option. So that's basically how my January started off, and then now I will touch upon rejections because what is my life without being rejected? Basically, I applied for 3 things that I didn't get and I was pretty bummed, and I saw this one quote that I really like that says, "Rejection is redirection." And I feel like that's so important to just kind of think about because it's so true. Like oftentimes you don't get to places unless you're rejected. Like there's just some kind of fuel out of rejection that just pushes you more and gets you into doing something else that you probably wouldn't have. That was a lot of my January. I was feeling really bummed out January / a bit of February because I just constantly kept getting rejections, and those were consecutives. But on a brighter note, I got to do another takeover for the Faculty of Arts. They were doing this event called Reality Bites, and it was like an alumni student event, and it was super fun. So I got to do that, and then I got to do another one, and it was like the other part in this series. So those 2 were really fun ones. I hope I can find videos of me doing it because I'll insert it. I would go up to people and alumni and interview them and kind of just put highlights down for that event on their Instagram page. So that's kind of how the takeover went. And then I actually ended up getting a job because of that. I'm really loving this job now, and I'm really happy with how things worked out because now when I kind of look back at it, it's so crazy because those 3 consecutive rejections, if I were to get one of these jobs, I probably wouldn't have been doing the job that I'm doing right now. And that's so weird to think about because I honestly am enjoying so much of what I'm doing right now. I honestly just really appreciate how things worked out, and I think this just goes to say for like a greater scale, I guess, is that rejection is redirection. And this is, yeah, this just like goes for anything, whether that was me like getting rejected of my majors last year, or whether it's jobs or like whatever it is in your life. I feel like you just shouldn't give up on yourself and what you want to do. As long as you're true to yourself and you're doing what you love, things will come your way. I had no idea that this job was going to come my way. I was literally having the worst like second half of January, February. Like I was just feeling so mentally down, and I remember telling my brother that too. And then going into this job, like things kind of just basically flipped for me, and I was like, wow, someone sees me. That's basically just how I felt. And I hope that if any of you guys are going through something right now, that you realize that, you know what, things will be okay and things do happen for a reason. And so just remember that rejection is redirection. Okay, so that's basically the work side of things. And yeah, I just really wanted to touch upon that because again, like I do share so much of my life with you guys. I just hope to find some kind of connection and resonate with somebody. So if, you know, hearing this makes anyone feel a tad bit better about what they might be going through, this is worth it. Moving on to the more lighter notes of school, the courses I ended up taking, I actually only ended up taking 3 courses in term 2 just because that was my whole phase of like, Yvonne, you gotta get yourself together, you gotta find what you want to do. And so I dropped down to 3 courses, not knowing that I was going to get a job, but kind of just betting on something was going to happen. My 3 courses were 2 creative writing and 1 film studies one. So I took a creative writing 302, which is writing for podcasts. That one was really interesting, and yeah, that was really fun. And then creative writing 305, which is writing for nonfiction. And I mean, I love writing about like nonfiction, so that was a really fun class for me. And then a film studies one, so FIST 430, which is studies in tourism, and we focused on people like Wong Kar-wai, Tai Min Liang, and Apichatpong. I really don't want to mess up his last name, but I'll put him right here. And those 3 classes were super fun because, again, they were also like small classes, so they were in classes of like 25 people. That's kind of how school went. And then in March, when was it actually? On March 14th this year, classes were officially switched online at UBC, and so I ended up flying home and finishing the rest of my term at home with my family. So I had a pretty good finish to my term, and the only thing I struggled with was with my film studies essay, my like final essay, because I just could not focus, you guys. Like, I had such a hard time. I literally worked every single place in my house, and I ended up finishing it on the last day too. So I mean, what's new? But we still got it done. And so that basically concluded my 3rd year, and we're done 3rd year now. Like, that really scares me, and like, I don't want to think about going to 4th year. But I mean, to summarize, it was truly such a blessed year. I could not have asked for anything more, because everything kind of just happened the way that it should have, or that's what I want to believe. Like, everything does happen for a reason to me, and I feel like everything did. And like, there's just so many things to be happy of, and like, even right now being at home, like, I feel like there's so much to be grateful of. I hope that each and every one of you watching this is happy and healthy and safe right now. Take care, please. And I also want to give you guys another update that I'm really happy about, because I think it was a week ago I got accepted to the film studies major, which is I'm just really happy. We did it, guys. So we're switching majors. We're gonna be switching majors from interdisciplinary to film studies, and then I'm gonna do a minor in creative writing as well. And so I'm just really excited, because 4th year I hope is gonna be good. But yeah, I'm excited to tell you guys that, because I know a lot of you have been asking what I'm majoring in. So that is what I'm doing. From this whole entire year for me, like 3rd year, I definitely had a lot of learning experiences, and also a lot of memories and like highlights in my life, and honestly just a crazy 3rd year is how I have to explain it. Like, there's no other way to explain this. And okay, the very last thing I will bring up to end off, how thankful I am for YouTube, because it has brought me so many things, and like, getting to meet you guys is just one of the coolest things in the world. Since the start of this term, I got to meet so many people from across the world, whether that was just bumping into them on campus or at takeovers. It just makes me so happy, because you go from literally watching someone on a camera or like in a video, like basically strangers, to becoming friends, which I have become with people, and I get to see them grow on their social media. And whether that's like commissioning paintings or singing or YouTube or podcasting or blogs, you just get to see how much creativity there is in this world. And I just love seeing that growth from people, and like getting to watch people coming to university and then watching how much they grow just out of that 1 year is so crazy to me. And it's just so fun like meeting you guys. So please, if you do see me, say hi, because I love to give you a big hug and just talk. So I guess I'll end it off now, but thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for watching this. So yeah, just to end off on a good note, I hope that you are all doing well, and that you're happy and healthy and safe. And just a reminder that there are so many little things in our lives that we can be grateful of, whether that is food on our table, or for family, or for being able to study, or just being able to live every single day, is things that we should be grateful of. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you watching this, because thank you for watching this. And yeah, thank you to everyone who has been such a big part of my 3rd year, or been any part in my 3rd year, because you made this year so very memorable and so happy and crazy, and yeah, I'm just really happy, and I keep blabbering, so I'm gonna stop now, but thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.